This is an exciting time for us to be together, so I appreciate and recognize your enthusiasm, and your activity here today is very much appreciated. I'm Alan Hall. I'm the chairman of the board of Weber State University, and among other things, I'm very happy to be part of this wonderful event here today, where we honor both the university and the city and all those who have made this wonderful center possible. So we welcome you warmly here this morning. Isn't this building magnificent? Just take a look around. This building will be known, it has the shortest name you can imagine. It is the Weber State University Downtown Store, Continuing Ed, and Startup Ogden Building. Is that short enough? You know, as a guy who's involved in starting businesses and giving names, just call it Weber State Downtown. Is that fair? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of cool things in here, and right in this area over here, as will be described to you later, will be an Apple store. It'll have all the Apple gear you can imagine. Please remember, it'll go, you buy it through me, would you? So, did I get a commission on all this? I'm honored to have today here behind me the great president of Weber State University and our great mayor, who will be speaking to you shortly. We look at this and say this is a purple letter day for the city and the university. It's not a red letter day, it's a purple letter day. This is a remarkable event where we have the university and the city and community leaders come together to accomplish what we think is a very collaborative activity where you get everybody together to make something happen that's great here in our community. So we salute these community leaders who've come together to make this happen. This center will represent the future of economic growth as we focus on technology and other things that will drive the economy through new startups and people that will be hired. This will be the center of the universe as far as we're concerned. So we want you to always come here and visit it and drive by and take a look at what's going on here. I took a tour the other day, and as you have probably already done, there are desks and various kinds of places where you can sit and work. And I want you to know today, I'm going to sign up as a member, and what that allows me to do is come in, if I can find an open desk, which I hope I can, then I can sit down and create the next Market Star, which I'm working on now. And it's a sort of an inexpensive place, but I get to associate with other bright minds, other entrepreneurs, where we share best practices and we learn from one another. So it's kind of a unique building with an interesting spirit, and that'll have a legacy for many years to come. So I want you to know, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of venture capital and angel investing, that we will have people here on a regular basis where you can visit with the people that I work with who have a great knowledge in terms of how you start, launch, and grow a business. So we'll be here to participate and work with all of you here as well. I want to call out and give a special mention to our good friend Alex Lawrence. Alex, come over here so we can see it, right up front. Look at this guy. This fellow had the vision and the strategy and the passion and the persistence to carry this off. So give him a great round of applause. This is his building. I told him that we're going to build a statue out in front of him where the pigeons can land. So that we'll make the statue a little taller though. Maybe about 8 foot tall. What do you think? So thank you for being here today. It's a wonderful pleasure for me to be associated with you and to be a part of this great community. Great future ahead of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alan, and I'll start this with a quiz I give to my kids at home. Weber State, Weber State. Great, great, great. We knew better. Weber State, Weber State. Great, great, great. You passed. This is a phenomenal day for downtown Ogden and Weber State University, and I am honored to be a part of this, and I can't thank you all enough for being here and for what this is going to do for our community in the future. I got home late last night from the Kauffman Institute in Kansas City. It's an entrepreneurial think tank in Kansas City. and they selected 8 different cities in the United States of America that they thought were doing extremely unique things in economic development and for the future of the economy here. And Ogden City was picked by the Kauffman Institute to go and present on that council. That's a great... That's a great testament to the ability of this university and this city to be quick and nimble and to be forward-thinking, and this is a phenomenal example of that sense of urgency. For Forbes magazine to have rated Ogden in the last 2 years as one of the 20 fastest growing cities in the United States, if you'd have told us that was going to happen 10 or 15 years ago, there was no way. That was not in the realm of possibility. We're there now. We're being nationally recognized in terms of unique leadership and people we have working on phenomenal things here. So, tremendous visionaries, Alan Hall, Alex Lawrence, obviously President White, Brandon Cooper, he's our Ogden City guy that I think did a lot of the heavy lifting here. The people that showed up at 3 in the morning. Got this all done. I have these mayor challenge coins in the military and the police department. If somebody does something exceedingly unique, you give them a coin, you say thank you. There's no way this can relay how much and how appreciative we are of this, but I wanted to present each of you with one of these as just a quick thank you. And the real thank you will be in what comes out of this building and what we spin out of here for the decades to come in the future. This is a phenomenal thing. I'm going to read a quote from Prosperity 2020 that I think we hit on every single level. It said, "The Utah that once was is increasingly no more. And our economy as it melds with the forces of globalization is picking winners and losers. Countries, states, and individuals that don't lead change will be left behind." And everybody in here that was involved in this and that's here today leads change for our community. And I applaud you for that and thank you very much. And I'll end with this. One of my favorite quotes that we have in our economic development department is from Wayne Gretzky. "Don't skate to where the puck is, skate to where it's going to be." And this is where it's going to be. Phenomenal things are going to happen here, and I thank you all.
See, I had to lower the mic. That's Alan's doing. So I want to start out. I had a few things I want to say, but I want to first make a correction. Alan and I have been good friends for a long time, and I didn't know he was going to single me out like that, and really appreciate it very much, and don't want to, it means a lot to me. But there's a whole group of other people that I'm going to call by name that have spent the last 2.5 years really working hard. So, you know, I got to be up here today and wear my purple socks and do fun stuff, but there's a whole bunch of people that should be standing up here, and some of them are. So I'm going to mention them and tell you a little bit about their roles. So President Chuck White, Provost Mike Vaughn, and Vice President Norm Tarbox from Weber State University. I can tell you that as an entrepreneur who spent over 20 years building his own companies, universities don't do stuff like this. This is not in the box. This is risky. This is unique. This is different. This is innovative in a whole different way than universities typically do things. And without the support of those 3 folks at the highest level of the university, this place and all the great things that are going to happen wouldn't exist. So I want to, and we'll save our applause till the end because there's a bunch of people I want to mention because there's only one chance to do this with all of you here. So on the city side, our other partners, Mayor Mike Caldwell, Mark Johnson, and Tom Christopoulos, they're the leadership at Ogden City, and likewise, cities don't do things like this, particularly with universities as partners. A lot of times they work independent of one another or even sometimes at odds with one another. And their leadership and their vision and their willingness to take a risk and do something different is what you see here today. There's some groups that have supported us. The Economic Development Agency, the City Council of Ogden, the Governor's Office of Economic Development, and USTAR. They've all been incredible supporters, both financially and as cheerleaders, as we said, hey, we want to do something different than what everybody else is doing. And so that group, again, couldn't do it without them. And then finally, special thanks to Mark Halverson from Weber State University, Brandon Cooper, and Saunders Construction. Those are the folks that really did the work. They've been here every day, all day, late at night, weekends, all the time, cleaning, working, fighting, making decisions, all that stuff for a very long time, and they'll continue to because this place isn't quite done. But that group collectively, and then you can throw me in as the caboose, I fit that size, we can now give all of them a big round of applause because that's who made it happen. Oh, guess what? I forgot our single biggest stakeholder. Steve Neighbor, Bruce Davis, Brian Steckline, Tim Eck, and J.L. Stoffers. Where are you guys? I want you guys to raise your hands, because without them, this literally doesn't happen. So I saved the best for last. Those guys have just been incredible supporters in every single way. So let me talk to you a little bit about what's going to happen here, and then I'll turn over the time to President White, and then we'll have a little fun, okay? So the way this facility works, this is your tour. This is your guided tour that was on the announcement, okay? This floor right here is a campus store, and it's much more than Apple products. This is a place where you can come interact with the university. So you'll be able to pay tuition and buy parking passes and buy basketball tickets, which, by the way, you're going to want to buy basketball tickets because Weber State is winning the Big Sky this year and going to the NCAA tournament in basketball. And I got 6 tickets that I'm betting on that, so we're going to be there too. So there's a lot of ways to interact with the university. You're going to be able to buy some cool stuff that you can see in the back there. You're going to be able to take some classes. You're going to be able to buy some food and drink, hang out over here, and work on your computers. And by the way, have you heard of Google Fiber in Provo? We've got Ogden Fiber in this building. So lightning fast internet speed that's available for you to come hang out and use and interact with the university on this level during normal business hours. When they're closed, these garage doors can come down, and we can have events in the front, all the way up to the top 2 floors, because the top 2 floors are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So anybody that has a membership, which memberships are for sale there in the back, I bought mine yesterday, and I'll talk to you about those in just a second, can come and work here. And I mean anybody. Technology startups are certainly one of our drivers, but anybody that's interested in innovation, creativity, collaboration, design, serendipitous interaction, if you want to be a part of something cool and interesting and unique, this is the center for that, like Alan said at the beginning. The second floor is where continuing education and part of Startup Ogden begins. So continuing education, you might have seen, some of you, it's a 36-person state-of-the-art classroom. Those are 36 iMacs that are up there. And we've got classes on how to write in JavaScript and Ruby on Rails and PHP and build an internet marketing plan for your business. And some of them are inexpensive and don't require you to be a traditional student, and some of them are free. So you'll be able to come down here and take classes and learn about what is the future. If your business isn't enabled with technology or using technology or is a technology business, one of those 3, you are going to struggle in the coming years. So this is the center for people that recognize that. As you continue through the second floor, you've got Startup Ogden, which is why there's the long name that Alan talked about. We've got 3 different ways you can be a member of Startup Ogden. Everybody pays $99 a year, and I call that a food fund. That's going to go into a kitty, and we're going to use that to reinvest into activities and things that go on here. You've got 3 memberships in there, $50 a month, $75 a month, and $99 a month. It's month to month, and that's it. Different levels of membership get you different access to things, but they all get you a card to come into the building, a place to work, access to the internet. Some of them let you use the conference room. Some of them let you use the showers and lockers on the top floor if you want to ride your bike or go for a run. So it's a really unique place in that regard. And some of my friends that are here from Las Vegas and Colorado and Idaho and St. George and Park City and have traveled around the world will tell you that the cost for these kinds of places is typically between $350 and $850 a month for the same exact services. So we want this to be for everyone, so it can be a hub for growth for the city of Ogden. Finally, I want to mention kind of the unique financial model, because I'm particularly proud of this. The EDA and Weber State University and Ogden City and GoEd put money in a pot, and we built this place, right? And it's built debt-free, and it's open and paid for and done. But if you're going to invest in a community, I think you have to know that it's going to be there for a while. When I'm talking about a community, I mean a startup community, an innovation community, a new business community. So what we've done is we've devised a plan where this store, as long as students and university community shop here, and you buy some food here, and people buy memberships here, we will never need money from anyone else again to keep this place open. No tax money, no university money, no ongoing funds. It's completely community supported and community driven. That's really unique. That's super unique. And I see my political friends in here, and they're nodding their heads going, great, you're not going to come back to me every year asking me for more money. So, but we're proud of that because the community needs to support this, and the community has. We did a dry run of memberships yesterday to kind of test our systems. I invited, about 30 to 40 entrepreneurs to come help us. They all showed up, they all signed up, they all bought memberships. We're 50% sold out, and we haven't even opened yet. So memberships are in the back. You're going to want to get yours. Yeah, there's plenty left. And hey, if this place is really successful and it works, and you're an investor or an entrepreneur, maybe you'll buy the building next door and do something similar, and we'll start to see these concentric circles, and this will be the first one, and we'll remember this day. So thank you for being here. I'd now like to turn the time over to President Chuck White, and he'll have his remarks, and then we'll close up and turn the music back on and have a little fun. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming, and welcome to Weber State University. This is an absolutely lovely building, and it's really symbolic of what you can do between a university and a city that are just joined together in an amazing partnership to really push things forward for both the city and for the university. As we strive together, we thrive together. We're grateful for the partners who will be inside the building, the campus store and Startup Ogden and continuing education, but I'm also really grateful for the leadership of everybody you've heard here, but particularly for the mayor and the city council. They have really gone the extra mile to support Weber State University in partnerships that will be ongoing. This is just one aspect of the things that we're really beginning to do with each other. Speaking of Startup Ogden, I think many of you know that tonight Startup Weekend starts. So if you have a big idea and you want to turn it into a business, now's your chance tonight. Today we have seen many of the marvels. This building contains many things that are old, many things that are new, but among the innovation and the iMacs and the iPads, there's history as well. And I'm reminded that 125 years ago, Louis Monch organized the Weber Steak Academy here in Ogden. And after moving around for about a year or so in various locations, Weber Steak Academy was founded only about 2 blocks from here. So this place really holds a lot of meaning for the history of Weber State University. So just over on 25th Street, a couple of blocks away, was the home for Weber State. Now, one of my predecessor presidents, Aldous Dixon, started the process when we ran out of room downtown of moving the main campus up to its current location on Harrison Boulevard. And that gave us lots of new opportunities, but I've recognized that part of my job as president is to partially reverse that trend, and it's great to be back downtown again. So, as we celebrate Weber State University and our partnership with the city and how we're moving Ogden forward together, I want to just mention that in order to chart our future properly, a lot of times we have to look back to the past. And that's why this building contains many aspects of both the future and the past. So we're going to get something to eat in just a moment. We're going to let you tour the building, see the beautiful facilities. But before we do that, we're going to cut a ribbon. So what I'd like to do is invite all the spikers up here, everybody who was mentioned by Alex, and all the community leaders, the city council, the mayor. Steve Neighbor, you come up here. Bruce Davis, everybody come on up here and help Waldo cut this ribbon.